This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one. Triple school, I got 3 strikes, ain't got on the line. What you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Orlando Sentinels. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The break.
Ready? They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, here's Hodges. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Down. 30 base.
Throwing now, Hodges on 1st down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Let's go now. 60 or.
I don't think you got it.
Play it. Shoot.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
47th and Mike. Go.
Looking to throw on first down with Hodges. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Hodges looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, Hodges. And that will be incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Badgley missed it. Off to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A pass there complete to Sutton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best. With a sack.
Miller, a loss of a yard, brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Gordon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the double.
It's going to be a long...
General West.
It's going to be a long day. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Hodges on 1st down. Allen's got it complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hodges here on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. He'll get this to Eckler. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
No score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Hodges toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
To throw on second down. Fields got his man, Robbie Anderson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to throw. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And he'll go down at the 28. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to watch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 3rd down, Fields. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
We gotta get this stop here, D. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, Alpha.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. You're trash.
Get it.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
70, Indy.
Time to go, night.
61, Matchbox Lights. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Hodges. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
There's a party now.
Now it's Hodges. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready, break.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Go.
Mike's 47.
Out of the gun, it's Hodges. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up third down and 12.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Hodges now. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel.
Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Ready, set.
47, Mike. Mike, 47. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Let's go. Get set.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Shoot.
On first down, Hodges on the screen. This is Eckler. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running right, this is Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Fields. He's got his tight end Fant. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watch the run. Deuce. Check 43.
On 3rd and 2, Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Denver.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Back to you.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 6. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Wait.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you crosstown to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Come on, now, good set.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
It's a give to Freeman running right. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Got a man open. It's Sutton. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the gun, Fields. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Minus 57's right. Hey, pick it up.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Hodges, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
15 left. 22 jet bomber. 22, let's go.
Here's Hodges looking to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, 10 Lobo. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
On second down, here's Hodges. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Hodges. He's got his man. It's Williams. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hodges. He's got it to Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready, ready. 50, plant.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Jim Christone, travel.
Watch twist.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Hodges on the move, and it's a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos are able to recover.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
54, right there. 54, Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Hodges. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
They go play action now. Hodges. He's going to look for Allen. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Welcome back live to Orlando. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Get it.
Off the play fake, here's Hodges. Complete, it's Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Gordon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10. The 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Hodges. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Sacks, baby.
The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, exit.
47's the mic. 47's the
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hit it.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. It didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
So they settled for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Off play action, Fields. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. He's got Fuller. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A game of 9 brings up 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Fields. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Fields. This is the tight end, Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the gun, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
At the 2-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 36, 36. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for the touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Go. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On first down, Fields flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
On 1st and 10, Fields under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You got nothing there.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Fields forced out to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. Anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.